Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk to you specifically about playing Dungeons and Dragons without your friends, right? All right, so I want to save a little time in this video and get to the point faster. So let's pretend we're dullard neophytes who think that Dungeons and Dragons is a game. So I'm going to refer to Dungeons and Dragons in a game in this video just to make my point a little faster. All right, so Dungeons and Dragons. One of the best people I've ever heard talk about Dungeons & Dragons is Hankern Farinale, Ingrid Bernal from Index Card RPG. And he said on Ben from Questing Beast show, he said this great quote. He said, D&D should be played with your friends. There should be beer, and you should get away with it. I love his energy. He's like just a brilliant guy. He's totally wrong, though, right? So, one, I definitely understand why people would play Dungeons & Dragons with their friends, but I think there's a really strong case to be made to play Dungeons & Dragons without your friends. Let's get into it, okay? So, here's the thing. Dungeons & Dragons is king of the world when it comes to things. I like it. If you consider the game aspects of Dungeons & Dragons, there's a bunch of just absolute nonsense cruft activities that are in the same space that just kind of aggravate me, right? Baseball, football, basketball, these nonsense activities that get more attention than the true American competitive activity, Dungeons & Dragons, right? But guess what those games have right that Dungeons & Dragons doesn't yet? The Dungeons & Dragons community does not treat Dungeons & Dragons with respect that the sports community treats baseball, football, and basketball, okay? Those people understand that to get the best game you can possibly get, you get the best people in the world to play it, right? There are top-notch athletes, and here's the thing. We are not going to see what can be done in Dungeons & Dragons, the game, until the best players in the world are playing with the best dungeon masters, right? And right now, we don't really have any idea what the best game of Dungeons & Dragons in the world looks like. I'll tell you right now, it certainly ain't what Matthew Mercer is doing, right? Matthew Mercer is not the best dungeon master in the world. He is an incredibly skilled voice actor who deigns to give us some of his time every now and then, right? He's a Hollywood showman who has been very successful at displaying Dungeons & Dragons. And boy, will I tell you, he certainly ain't playing with the best players. In fact, I think he might be playing with some of the worst, right? Like, he has not really good players on him. None of them really, I'm not sure anybody on Critical Role has read the DMG, the MM, and the PHB, even once. I'm not just they don't really pay attention to the rules. The rules are part of it, right? So the reality is we have not seen what could be done with this game. And guess what? when you put together the Dallas Cowboys, when you put together oh boy, can I even name a basketball team? When you're putting together the Chicago Bulls, right? When you're putting together can I name even one baseball team? The Houston Astros. It ain't built on friendship, right? You just get the best coach, you get the best general manager, you get the best players you can have, and how they feel about each other don't matter in the least, right? So if we want to see the best Dungeons & Dragons game ever played, we need to abandon friendship. And that's why you need to do it, right? Now, why do you need to abandon your friends to play Dungeons & Dragons, right? Because I'm telling you right now, most people in the world are on Facebook. The smartest people in the world are on Twitter. And I am convinced the smartest Dungeons & Dragons DMs and players are listening to my channel. Because the reality is, if you're going to be, I talk about Dungeons & Dragons in a way that really nobody on the internet has talked about Dungeons & Dragons. And so you have to be patient and really care about the game a lot to be listening to my channel, right? So if anybody's ever going to get this kind of rock star, true, pure talent right? Talent on the DM side, talent on the player side, and demonstrate what an actual, stones to the wall D&D game is going to be. It's going to be you guys, right? And you gals. No two ways about it, right? And that's my take. What do you think? Do you think there's value in abandoning friendship to craft Dungeons and Dragons tables that can display the game in a level that is truly world class? I think there is. If people can forgo friendship to play nonsense activities like baseball, basketball, and football, boy oh boy does Dungeons and Dragons deserve to be properly displayed. That's my opinion. Love to hear your opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Have a wonderful millennium.